everyone, I'm back with something different today. I'm going to show you how to use a tool called n8n to automate workflows. Have you ever wanted to automate a task but felt intimidated by coding? Well, with n8n you don't need to code. You can simply drag and drop to create powerful automations. n8n is an open source workflow automation tool that is great for connecting APIs, automating tasks, and building complex logic with little to no code. Instead of just talking, let me show you what I've built. Imagine that you are searching for a job. So you go to different platforms like naukri.com or any other platform. You browse from the list and then you find the relevant job and then apply. What if I tell you you can automate it? You can automate the whole workflow and get notified on your preferred channel, for example WhatsApp or email. So what I've built something similar, but instead of WhatsApp I integrated it with Discord. So what it is doing, let me show you. It was already running, so let me send something. Today 26 March, and now it is going to do what? Let me test it. So it is doing what? See, I'm getting the notifications of the jobs posted on this platform called weworkremotely.com, right? Really cool. So this is what you can do. You can automate anything with this tool called n8n. So this is what we are going to build today. It is going to send me 32 notifications because it has 32 jobs picked up from this platform called We Work Remotely. So you might hear this 222 sound. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, let's build it. Let me see. Yeah, so this is how you can create a new workflow. But before that, let me tell you how you can go and create account on it. So what you can do, you can go to the n8n, not here, n8n.io URL. It will land you to this page. Here you can click on get started for free, and it will take you to this page where you can fill in your information and get the account. Also, I'm using the free version that will last for 14 days. Now let's build it. So what do we call it? What do we call this project? Let's call this project job scraping tool, right? So we are going to have five nodes in it. First node is going to be scheduler, second HTTP request, third HTML, fourth code, fifth HTTP request. Again, let's not get confused with the complex words. First we are going to do what? We are going to schedule our task. So we are going to click on it, this add button, and we will have a list of all the workflows we can use. So I'm going to say okay, I need a schedule trigger, and here I'm going to say okay, I want it to trigger my automated job to trigger at what time. I want it to trigger like every hour between, let's say every day, okay, or let's say every day at this 1 o'clock at midnight. Okay, done. So I've added it. Pretty cool, basic, right? Let's add the second node. The second node is going to be where we are going to fetch or scrape the data. So we will see here what I did. I have specified that okay, this is where I'm going to scrape the data. So you can go to your desired platform. So this is the platform that I have selected for this demo. Remember, I talked about naukri.com. They do not expose their listing. So I was unable to scrape it. So I decided to go ahead and choose this platform. So you can copy this URL, come back and click on the add button, select HTTP request. This will make an HTTP request. Just paste it. We can simply browse it. We do not need any authentication, so I'm not going to pass any authentication, and then I'm going to test it. See, I'm getting the data here. So you can test every node separately. You just click on the test step and it will allow you to test it. So we do see the data in the HTML format, right? Now we will have another node. What node we are going to have? We are going to have an HTML node. So what are we trying to achieve here? With the HTML node, we are going to extract the HTML content out of this previous HTML request node. So we select the extract HTML content. I will show you what I did. So I'm just going to copy it here. From the previous node, we were getting the data in the JSON format in this data element, so, or data property. So we specify this is what it has to pick, and then extract what. So if you go here, what do you want to extract? You want to extract, so for example, this is a job listing. So I inspect it and I see, okay, this is a job listing, and this is what, not this one. Yeah, I want to see the title of the job, right? So the title of the job is coming with this class, new listing header title underscore title. So I'll just copy it and mention it here, okay, and I'll call it title, okay. So, and this is a text, okay. And then what do I want? I want the title, sorry, the company name. So I'm going to copy this class as well. I'll add another element that I want to scrape and mention the class for that element. Sorry, the title for this element is going, what are we scraping? Company. Company. The class is going to be the new listing company name. And then if you see that within this class, it has the name of the company as well as the image HTML tag. I don't want this, right? Since I have specified this class, it is going to scrape both of them, extract both of them. So what I want to do, I want to avoid scraping this one, extracting this one. So what I do, I use the skip selector to mention image. Then I add another value. And what do I want now? I want the URL where I can apply for the job, right? The URL of this job listing. So where is it coming from? If you see, this is coming from this anchor tag, but it does not have any class, right? It does not have any class. What I can do, I can pick the parent here, and here I can say this is going to be the link and the parent, and this is the parent, this is the li tag with this class, and this, and then we have to pick the anchor tag here. So if you see, you can test it that is it right or not. What you can do, this is the hack that I did. You can click on the icon here just to use this one and see if I do you add any CSS class, color red, if it reflects here. For example, when you're passing here also, this is way better here. So for example, if you just copy and paste it here in the inspect element, it will help you select it, right? So this is picking correctly. So this is the class for this anchor tag. This is the CSS selector for the anchor tag. So same, you can pass it. We have verified it. And then do we want to skip anything? No, this is an anchor tag. But we want to extract the URL here, which is an attribute, href, okay. So what we want to do here is, we want to, hang on, we do not want the text, we want the attribute, and attribute is href, okay. So let's test it. See, I have received the senior backend engineer, company name and link, but I do not receive the list of all the jobs, right? For that I have to return it in the form of array, right? Now let's test it. I do receive everything in the form of array, right? So this step is also done. Pretty easy, right? I am able to extract the list of all the jobs. What do I need to do next? Let me close it. I just need to do what? I just need to create a list of it and post it to my Discord channel. Pretty easy, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a code block, a node, and I'm going to copy here, and then I'm going to explain it to you. So you can use different languages here. You can use Python, you can use JavaScript. I'm going to go ahead with using JavaScript. You can also use this Ask AI. I will talk about it later, maybe in future videos, but just follow along this first video so that you can just understand how this whole workflow works. So what I am doing here is I am going through all the items. Remember last time we saw all the items. In the items, it is of type JSON. We do what? We get title, we company and link. Okay, so we are getting all those three things, and then we are doing what? We are getting the how many job counts we have, and then we iterate through it. And once we iterate, we get the list with the title, company and link of the whole the each of the job, each of the item, right? And then we just return it in the form of JSON. Just test it if we are able to get it. Yes, so see, it is giving us the data of each job in the form of content or JSON, right? You can always use this ask AI if you are unable to generate the JavaScript code. That is why I told you it is no code, but a little code if you are interested in coding or if you know that much. Once done, okay, I just want to see if I have any other setting. No, that I'm going to test it. I already tested it, right? So I'm able to have the content, right? Done. Now the last part, which is to post this whole listing to our platform. For this demo, I'm going to use Discord because it is very easy to set up. So I'm not going to use this channel. I'm going to use Drupal YouTube video, YouTube video create tutorial. Okay, create a channel, and if you click on this gear icon here and click on this integration, you will be able to create a webhook. Just create a webhook, and then webhook is created, and then you go here, copy the webhook URL, close it, and add a new node called http request, and here just use the post method, paste the URL here. You don't need to have any authentication, and you are done. But there is a catch here. Remember how many nodes we have? We have like 32 jobs here, right? And 32 items. See here, 32 items. In Discord, there is a limit you can send in one request. There is a limit of 2000 words, 2000 characters. For example, if I am going to test it, it says there is a problem in the node http request 1, which is our current node, and let's rename it. Let's rename it post to Discord. Yeah. So it says, let me test it again. It says I have an error. Check your parameters. Okay, I have bad parameters. Okay, so I need to send it as a body, and here what I need to say, here it is going to use JSON, and here we are going to just, okay, using the specified field below, here we are saying content, and the value of the content is going to be this one. So this is how we are sending the data. So now if I test it, I am seeing one more error, though it is working. See, I am able to see few posts here, but the last post is broken. Why? Because there is a limit. You can see here the service is receiving too many requests from the item 1. Also, there is a limit of 2000 characters that you can post in one request to the Discord. So to handle that, what you can do, add the option send it in the batching, and what you can do, you can send like how many we were able to fetch in 1 2 3 4 5 right, 5 items per batch, and this is in milliseconds. So I am going to say after every 6 seconds just send it. So I'll just save it, test it, one item, it fetched 32 items, and now it is sending that. See, again populated, and then again I'll see it again. So it is completing in the form, in the batch of 5 items per request. So you completed this whole task without learning to code, right? Pretty cool, right? Thank you for watching.